Alright guys, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We last had our friends die. To your face. Uh, we saw some weird ritual and all our friends died and we got all the loot. And now I don't really know where we're supposed to go. I actually really don't remember the objective. But... oh yeah, I forgot about that, the tab key. Whoops. Yeah, I just got done streaming some Outlast, so like I need a nice calm game to settle my nerves. I hate that. I hate being scared, but I love horror games. I heard it. I hate it. Alright, so yeah. What are you? Die crap? You have gained an item. Ingredients. Okay. Oh! Do I approach? Oh, stop with the whispers. Shh, no whispers. I just played a scary game. I don't need this. Ugh. The massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper and covered in strange glyphs. Okay, stop doing that. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. I'd like this to stop now. What was that? Clicking it does a thing, I think. Oh no, it just naturally does that. Okay. So I can go this way. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the only way I can go. So, let's go. God damn it. Where am I? Valewood. It will take 6 hours to complete your journey. There's an actual time thing in this? That's weird. I didn't know that. Weird. Okay. Yeah. More whispers? Why more whispers? Recovery speed, -30. No. Because I don't think... I mean, it's one thing higher. I don't think that's that big a difference. Oh, I didn't mean to... whatever. Camping supplies. Cool. I mean, I'm sure I could sell it, but... it's at the edge of the map? Yeah. I really love the music, dude. It makes me think of Lord of the Rings. Like, genuinely. This sounds very fantasy-ish, and I love it. Alright, let's go check that body out. Can I not check the body out, considering it's, you know, like, dead here? Okay. Shattered pieces of crate are strewn across the dirt among the few many vegetables. Is that all? The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned. Blah blah boop 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 boop. I can't pick that up? Like... these all feel like things I could pick up. Alright, I can't go that way. So let's continue this way. Oh, that sound. Did not like that sound.
Hello.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up to you as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. "Greetings," he says, a little breathless. "On your way south, is it?" He wipes his brow, turning to face you. "The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked. I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Never mind the woods, there's a strange machine in the ruins up north. There were these figures, clad in black, performing some kind of rite. What's your hurry? I'm only passing through. I need to reach Gilded Vale. Keep your nose in your own business." The man's brow furrowed in concern. "Ruins. The old Engwithan place? You'll want to keep clear of those, whatever you saw. Strange things always crop up around Engwithan sites. I don't doubt those people you saw were up to no good. Let the Glanfithans deal with it. They don't take kindly to trespassers, whatever their intentions, and that's enough to worry about in these woods as it is." His expression falls. We came across a bear in a cave to the north. Got the better of a friend of mine. I only just made it out with my life. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Are you? What happened to your friends? Where did you find this bear? Name's Nanton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twists. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. What happened to your friend? He just said what happened to our friend. Where did you find this bear? In a cave a ways up that way. He turns to the north side. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Alright, I already know the rest of it. He literally just said it, so doesn't seem to be a point in making him repeat it. Okay, I can't go that way. I can't go further, so I guess I have to go this way. To this thing over here. It's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, I don't like... What? Why can't I reach there yet? Do I have to go fight this bear? There's no cave. Do I have to talk to him all the way through? Because that would be annoying. Oh no, he's there. It's just, they disappear. I forgot. That would be really annoying. Wait, what the fuck?
Greetings.
We didn't see it coming. Naughton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag. Pearly. He saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take you that what they will, I suppose. He smiles sadly, and this time Galawain's favor fell upon the bear. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. Why won't it let me move on? Oh, was it... Now that was weird. Yeah, 8 hours, cool, whatever. I don't know if that actually comes in as a factor.
Ready to sleep like the dead.
Why is there still... whispers? Alright, I want to explore the map before anything else happens. No, I said I wanted to... I thought they were standing. Holy shit.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. Do you welcome everyone this way? Are you mad? When this place looks happening, do you feel? Alrighty. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child? An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Is this like a religion cult? Because that's what it sounded like. He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward the deformed
His
tree.
lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I've been feeling strange ever since the close call with the BOA. Is there someone in town who could help? You said nothing about Hollowborn and Wyden's journey legacy before. Or you said something, sorry. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near the ruins. That tree over there. Oh, I don't know. Ah. I might have to get the soundtrack to this. This is so pretty. I've been feeling strange.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Fuck, dude.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your
Audra,
forehead,
okay.
you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied
Dude.
that you escaped and leave it at that.
Dude. Not okay. Forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge? I don't remember how to pronounce it. Upon the dire wood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wyden's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart, he nods. Regard you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Angwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Wrath have mercy, we certainly have. I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a Beowick. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeves. If you'd been that close to a Beowick, you wouldn't be standing here.
Keep out of...
Listen!
What? What is that?
Tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean, don't threaten me, little man? What happened? Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps. Vagaries? But that is not your concern. What do you mean, don't threaten me? Does this affect the Lord? Okay. You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Vareth must be rebounded. He sets a steady gaze on you. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. I'm not gonna be all... Don't threaten me, brr 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 brr. Alright. So... Oh, I don't need to explore anymore. Frewer's house... Windmill... Okay... Temple... This must be the inn? Yeah. Alright. I still want to do some exploring. Excuse me.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Looking for anyone who can help me feel better? Strange way to talk about your dead. No, I don't need anyone. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Huh? So does he know, then, about the deaths? Things are bound to get worse. I heard they fended off another attack on Lord Raderick's keep. Poor Ashra is so worried about her child. I don't blame her. Stomach, now is not the time. Oh! As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from his past seem to call to you. Reach out for the soul, step back. Oh, I don't know. You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner, the vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant, if restrained, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At their head stands a commander, awkward in full armor, but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There's a twist to his mouth. His countenance grim. He throws up a hand, halting his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder deep and low. He orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground as Stygian clouds, I don't fucking know, race towards them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. Oh. So I can't even, like, talk to him? Okay, there's people over here that I could talk to. What if not the baby? What if it's not the baby? Maybe Cole's managed to. The crops are blighted. The legacy is upon us. The place is cursed. Hush. Are you mad? Leave it for the indoors. And I can't actually investigate, can I? Can I? I don't think I can. Oh wait. No, that's not. I thought that was someone standing. Rip. Oh, I can. Here we go. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes. I really wish it wouldn't go that fast. Notes half erased by the rains. Alright. There's stairs. I can't, like, walk through there? Really? Okay. Oh, not good. Please help me here. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. Sorry. Scones? Sconces? Scone is a food, I think. He has a fox-like aspect, like Josh the fox. And his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeves soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain.
Hello!
Ha! Thought you were some... Never mind. Whoever you are. You've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. Times being as they are, groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either, just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm claved up for it. He regards you wearily. Maybe you have better luck. Better luck with what? What happened to you? I was trying to avoid the spiders. He breathes a quiet laugh, right into his scolder. Might have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked the sword right out of my hand. Good blade, too. Probably still lying there in the dust. He smiles wearily, but I'm not, so that's alright. It's not a bad wound, I think it just hurts. What are you doing down here? I should get his... Oh, I don't want to get the sword. The man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Aothis, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over Direwood, from Raidsuras even. Until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get it through their heads that there was God. Their god was dead and gone. I got distracted by the red and I kept wanting to look at it. Go on. Get to the point. Is that really time for a history lesson? Is this really time for a history lesson? Lord Raedric allowed them to worship? Oh boy. Alright. Let's go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Raedric decided he'd been too lenient on the Eothasians? Eothasians? He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Raedric ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Raedric hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven, and the legacy will end. See? He smiles wryly. Sorry, I'm getting notification after notification on Skype. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Weirton licks his lips. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. Weirton breathes out. No small task. There's coin in it for you. If you need motivating, I'll find them. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. They're long dead. What does it matter? Wait, you want me to bring you some skeletons? I have some questions first. Oh boy, I do have questions, but I also just want to do this. I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long, it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still, if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out, and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. Stomach, now is not the time. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Can I talk to you some
Good day,
more?
stranger.
I'm still exploring that below, no sign of anything. Damn it, I should have done the questions first. Alright. Let's go into scout.
Steady does it.
Scout mode. I love the ambience in this, dude. Alright.
Let's go.
There's probably more in here. I can get a sneak attack?
Let's go. Let's go.
I should probably switch weapons. I'm gonna die.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm so dead. I'm dead. Fuck it. I'm just... Oh, I'm not dead. Stomach shush. Did I heal? What do I craft? Food? Awesome. I don't have shit. Let's try that. See how this goes. Can't loot. Hopefully my health is better. Ah, just by standing I think I do better. Like moving around. Alright, alright. stomach. Shush. After surviving an explosion outside of the ruins of Silently, I experienced a vision. Since then, I have been hearing sounds with no source, seeing things that aren't there. Seek help for your condition. This is not illness that struck me at the wagon. This is something new, an affliction of the mind, perhaps. With luck, someone in Gilded Vale will know what to do. The magistrate advised me to get some rest while I wait for permanent accommodations. That may be a thing, blah 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 blah. Oh, that's awesome! As I left, the machine began to spin, generating some... Oh, that's so cool! It keeps track of, like, my progress and shit. You've seen visions in another time and place. My stomach, man. This is so cool. Oh my god. This is so cool. Because this is honest to god like Dungeons and Dragons. There's a gray ooze and I think green slime. Oh man. And it has all the different stats. This is so cool. For a Dungeons and Dragons nerd, this is so fucking awesome. Level 1. So that's like how hard they are. Defeated 3. God, that's so cool. Afflictions. Do I have any? Oh my god. Someone literally must be... the person that made this must be such a fan of Dungeons and Dragons.
Keeping quiet.
Alright. No. There's so many.
Let's go. That doesn't feel right. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, come on. Alright. First level druids. I have spells! Motherfucker! Dancing bolt. How do I do that? How do I quickly... how do I quickly do this?
Let's go.
Okay. How do I... There we go. Oh, come on. Keep hitting. Ow. Can I do this now?
Word them wrong.
Really? Oh, good. That was good. Ouch, when a party member is reduced to 0 endurance, they are knocked out. This means they are out of the fight, but as long as your side is victorious... I don't have another side. I'm dead, is essentially what you're telling me. I died. You have died. Alright, I don't want to do this just yet then. I want to get some backup first. God damn, hopefully I get backup anyway. Alright, where am I map-wise? I want to go up. Go this way.
Sure.
Ingrorid. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation. Move to embrace until the woman notices your approach. I thought that was supposed to be ignored, and yeah, just anyways. Working at closing two bulging satchels, they move to embrace until the woman notices your approach, and her smile falters.
Well met, friend.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this man, Danton? Danton coughs. Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? It was an affair, and he killed his friend. You two are in good spirits for people who just lost a friend. Is there anything you can tell me about Gilded Vale? Hell yeah, I'm gonna snoop. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I could not convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place. That's all. It's cost me the greater part of my life, and now my husband. I'm glad to be freed from it. I'm not buying it. Ingrid smiles brightly. Only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine. But the rot goes deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiance Bay ourselves, Nanton adds. Yes, I imagine so, Ingrid. I can never pronounce these names right. Ingrid laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and she looks at Nanton. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Nanton reaches to take her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. Y'all are gross as fuck. Yeah, I better believe I'm taking that. What's it say? In 2626 AI, a group of farmers while clearing farmland for blending blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 the arrows. Is this important to the story? Because I'm not reading all that. Hopefully not. What else is there? Robbing your sorrowful asses. As you okay, near the blah blah blah. You see a pair of immaculately polished leather boots and an impeccably maintained goatee. Their owner, a slightly hook-nosed man with a wicked grin and narrow eyes. He bobs his feathered hat at a nearby merchant as he ambles by, a small piece of parchment held tight in his fist, ink staining his fair fingers. He seems to know most of the merchants in the market, stopping to engage some, nodding at others, and even bartering for minor goods with a select few, always smiling, laughing, and exchanging jibes. He approaches a heavy-set Amwao smile plastered stiff across his face, and jokes about the weather. She jokes back, suddenly palming him several gold coins. When he walks away, the paper in his hand is gone, but the smile on his face far more genuine. He tips his cap at her, winking, and trundles off with a new spring in his step. Okay. You see a large crowd gathered in the middle of a courtyard. This man stands in the midst of them, a cloak pulled over his head, holding it close around his neck. The crowd is congregated around a platform, and they all watch, transfixed, as a man is led to the platform, flanked by 2 city guardsmen. The man is shackled hand and foot, but carries himself as a nobleman, not deigning to even glance at the crowd. The cloaked man pulls his cover closer around his face and turns to leave, hunching over to avoid being seen. The crier on the platform unrolls a parchment and begins to read, but the man pays no attention, intent on getting away from the courtyard. The crier's voice grows louder and more intense as he reads, and voice from the crowd start to punctuate his sentences. The jeers and shouts grow more frequent, and with each one the cloaked man flinches and his shoulders droop. He breaks from the crowd, coming to the edge of the courtyard as the crier reaches the end of his proclamation. The crowd grows silent again, save for the occasional shout. The man turns back to look at the platform, seeing his father kneeling before the block, neck exposed. The executioner moves into position, lifting his axe to strike. The man turns suddenly, unable to watch. There is a wet thunk, and the crowd breaks into cheers and applause. He leans against the wall, regaining his composure, then straightens up. With obvious resolve, he strides off, away from the crowd and his legacy. Shit, dude. Another cutscene. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swainer. I'll pull you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back. We'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Okay. Seems a bit much. Did they say the crops were like not doing well? Is that what they said a second ago? Shit. Wait, why wasn't I shot? Anyway, an elf man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back, if you value your life. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. I don't like being threatened. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Is Swainer roping foreigners into this little crusade now? What is all that ruckus about outside? My name is Josh Fox. I've only just arrived in Gilded Vale. I thought you could use some help. Those people out there seem pretty angry. I don't like being threatened. Who's Swainer? I said to investigate, so we'll do that. Trumbull shakes his head. Where to begin? Swainer's whipped them up into a froth, going on about grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound, on the west side of town, for ale, and Swainer and his lot sure don't mind that part. Take a look at the fields on the way into town, the crop's blighted. And most of what I'm getting from the farmers, Trumbull gestures to the sacks and containers. It's gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Swainer's howling after things he has no right to. Maybe I ought to go have a talk. Seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. I don't understand that. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. You won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it, if you can convince him. Investigate the feud, resolve a feud between Trumbull. The rancid stench rises from the grain. It's mushy and mottled with grain. Damn, dude. Alright, anything else in here? Yes. Watch yourself. We hang thieves here. Oh, you have earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with community. I didn't earn it in the other house, though. I didn't even get caught in the other house, and I did it right in front of their faces. My bad. You want it back?
Hail, traveler.
I have more questions about this whole situation. You're back. Short laugh. What's to explain? It isn't very complicated. Seems like a pretty... Trumbull frowns. It's not. He pauses. Look, Swainer's always been a rotten bastard. With stores so limited, maybe I saved the good stuff for people who deserve it. Afra, for instance. She's expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? Do the villagers know about the grain supply? Trumbull looks embarrassed. Some. The innkeeper, for instance. It's better not to worry anyone. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then, we'll be in the clear. The innkeeper? Trumbull winces. I wouldn't drink the ale, is all I'm saying. Was there anything else?
Good day, stranger.
Trumbull nods a curt greeting. You're back. Oh. No. Sure. Okay, yeah. I think we're good here. Alright. Well. Interesting lot we got here. If you guys watch Critical Role, that tree, didn't it remind you of the episode with Percy and Matt's whole scenario there? I don't want to spoil it because you guys need to go watch it. And I'm going to continue to leave the playlist down below because it is so good. Oh hey, you're the person I keep hearing about. This Almua man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face, coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? Is this your shop? That it is. It's been here near around 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years, good luck and bad. Tuatinu, there we go. Glances at the guards standing watch along the wall, but the Black Hammer's smithery remains. You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet, all forged right here at the Black Hammer. Show me what we have for sale. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them, or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe, to make some coin. Tuatinu snorts, as if that lot would dare. As if that lot would dare. There we go. Trying to stay in character. Tuatinu scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Raedric. Tuatinu glances at the nearby guard. And that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. So something tells me that guardsman, he was just appeasing to him and doesn't actually believe this, which, fair enough. I'll find your supplies. I'll see them back safe and sound. Where was the wagon traveling from? We send the wagon up to New Hiamar with weapons, and it swings round through Logholm and the like to purchase supplies. Shortest route back is through the Black Meadow and the north through the wilds. Tuatinu shakes his head. Had a trader come through with word they'd made it to Logholm, but I haven't heard a thing since. I had other questions. You mentioned something about your stock being low. I'd like to see where. Alright. Of course. We wouldn't find her anywhere. Alright, how much do I have? 78. So copper pieces. What are you? Slow. No, I need fast. Hold wall. Very slow. Nope. Alright. Cool. So now I have 238. I need more fast weapons. Value 305 copper. Yes. I want this. Can I afford it? Nope. Damn it. I thought it would turn red on that. Alright. Slow. But how much damage? 14 to 20. Oof. I think I might get it. Yeah. Travel to the Black Meadow. As you near, you feel a vibrant history. You see a man crouching, surreptitious and alone, a series of untamed shrubs, all that hides him from the vision ahead. His eyes are locked on a Delimgan, beautiful and terrible, eyes half-lidded as she hums. A bird with fantastic blue and orange plumage sits on her shoulder, trilling gently, and the man is entranced. Trembling, tentative, he stands, and the tranquility is broken by the bird's startled squawk. The Delimgan half smiles, beckoning with twig-like fingers. Ooh, I don't like this. She does not speak as he approaches. His mouth is dripping sounds of awe and admiration. She waits, coy and tempting, and with agonizing slowness he is before her. Then, something changes. She sees something hanging limply from his side and begins to hiss. Fingers suddenly claws and eyes black with hate. He has no time to reach for his axe or grimoire as she strikes, and just as soon as she strikes, she is gone, the only evidence of her existence the shuddering wreck on the ground. He grabs at his grimoire, nevertheless, and begins to chant, but the words of a magical language of his own imagining, scribbled in a maniacal shorthand, ring hollow, and the silence continues unabated. He turns and shrugs at someone or something, but if there is something there, you do not see it. The story and writing is so good. So good. Keep it going. You see a group of adventurers surrounded by a crowd of attacking Zaurips. This man is with them, seemingly unconcerned by the battle, even detached from it as he stands in the middle of his comrades chanting, his expression bordering on elation. His voice is powerful and deep, booming out across the combatants as a rich counterpoint to the chaos of their fighting. With every phrase, the battlefield changes. His allies glow with a pulsing blue light, freezing the Zarips that surround them. A blazing pyre erupts the ground, cutting and burning the creatures and sending them scattering. One of the fallen Zarips suddenly explodes as 3 giant grubs crawl from its corpse and attack the remaining enemies. The man continues to chant, thoroughly enthralled in the joy of the moment. Finally, the creatures have been reduced to 1. His allies stamp back as the man approaches it. Still chanting, he removes his hammer and swings it at the Zaurip. His phrase ends as the hammer connects with its head, punctuating the spell and bringing his song to an end. Damn. What am I hearing? I'm guessing you? Alright, I really want to continue, but I've been playing for an hour and I have to edit this down. So, I'm going to leave it here for now. Let's just save over this autosave. Holy crap, this is awesome. I love this. I love the story, I love the music, I love the ambience, I love everything about this game so much. Seriously, if you are a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, you need to get this game. I know it's expensive, but fuck, it's so good. I just love everything about it, and I have a feeling it's going to be a very long one, a long series, and I think Beat Cop might be a long series too, so I might do intermittent of a 3rd series that won't be so long. Hopefully, anyways. I don't know what I'll be playing, but I'll look for something that won't be as long. But thank you guys so much. Have you seen anything? The car's gone, my car! Oh, I didn't see that. I don't remember. What do you mean you don't remember? Oh, the license plate. It's not a phone number, you know? I don't call. No. I'm good. I am good. Solid. I'm out. I don't need that.